Hi, Sarah. It's good to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Jennifer Kyle.
Hi, Jen.
Hey,
Nice to meet
you too. Thanks for coming in.
you.
Um, I would love to hear what brought you in today, as this is our first time meeting. I see that you filled out some paperwork, but I would like to hear from you in your own words what brings you in today.
Well, I guess I'm just going through a lot of transitions in my life right now, and I'm going through a kind of messy divorce, and I have a 13-year-old that we were very close, and now I think he's just angry at me. Um, so I have a lot of challenges, and I also have to go back to working full time, and I have not done that in 13 years. So I'm taking classes at the community college, um, but it's just so much to deal with right
Mm-hmm. So, how long have you been divorced?
now. It's not official yet,
Okay.
but we've been separated for 2 years.
All right.
He's dragging everything out.
So are you from this area?
I've been in this community for 8 years now.
Okay. Do you have you established a network of friends and support?
That's part of the difficulty because I feel like once my husband and or our separation, um, I've lost so many friends, or a lot of the couples that I thought we were so close with don't want to have anything to do with me anymore. Um, so and it's a small town, and I feel like people like to talk, and I don't know who I can trust anymore. So it's just a mess.
Yeah, that's hard. It's hard when you find that the people that once were safe are no longer, or you're having to test out who's safe
Yeah.
still.
Yeah, even just talking to their husbands, like at a ball game that both our boys are playing in, I get like the cold shoulder, like, what is she doing talking to my husband? And we used to be friends.
Yeah.
So it's weird. I don't get it.
What words other than weird come up for you? Like how is
Well,
that feeling for you?
It's very isolating
Uh-huh.
and lonely, and I never pictured my life ending up like this. I never in a million years that I think we were gonna fall apart.
Mm-hmm. When in your relationship did it start? Did you two start heading in different directions?
Well, I almost feel like I married a different person
Mm-hmm.
because he can be so charming when he wants to be, and about 4 years after having our son, he just I he seemed like he wanted to start controlling more and more things at home. And I just need to make sure that we're still recording. Uh-huh. Yep. I can edit that. And like overly controlling. And I've learned that he doesn't even respect women. And so now my son is seeing him talk down to me, and that's what made me finally leave, because I don't want my son growing up thinking that's how you treat women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, that sounds. How long were you married?
10 years.
Yeah. I mean, that's not insignificant. And then to.
Yeah, I'm no spring chicken anymore.
Mm, what's coming up around that?
don't know where to start in the dating world. I don't know when. I'd like to have a good time, but who wants me? I don't feel attractive or exciting. I've got baggage. Who's going to want to date me?
You're bringing up lots of great points for us to work through.
Yeah, we're going to have several sessions, I think.
Yeah. No, I'm really glad that you reached out. I know that it is really difficult when there's some sort of traumatic event or a surprising event like this divorce that you never thought would happen, to then suddenly be faced with it, and how do you sort of reinvent yourself, and what does that look like, and you have your children that are important to you also. You mentioned that you're interested in going back to school, or you're doing it out of necessity?
I have started going back to school.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Jen.
Will still work because it's not stopping recording. But that would suck if it did.
Right. That's like I'm. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's been recording for 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
Even on a dark screen. Okay. I'm going back to school because I married so young, straight out of college, and then we had my son, and I've been home ever since. So, with the divorce proceedings, my husband, he was earning $400,000 a year, but I didn't know anything about our finances. I never had to worry about anything, and now he's saying that I should be able to support myself, and I don't know how to do that. And my attorney's telling me that I need to find a job, and it's so confusing because I'm trained as a teacher, but I found this position that they actually offered to me for a private school. And so I was happy when I was telling my attorney, okay, I actually have a job. And his response was, you're not making enough money in a private school. You need to get a job as a public school teacher. So it was just like, okay.
Back to the drawing board.
Yeah.
Is teaching something that interests you?
Not really. I just think it's the quickest route to get me back into the field since my education was general ed.
Have you explored other interests? Things that that you may like to test out and see if it's. I mean, teaching is good. You can always fall back on teaching, and maybe that's your passion too. I mean, that's another thing that we could explore is what is it that would really bring interest and excitement to your life professionally?
Yeah,
because it is hard getting back in the game.
Yeah, I think that would be a good goal to explore. I don't know though, am I being selfish by, I don't know, thinking about what I want to do? Versus take whatever job they give me and just suck it up.
Yeah, that's something we can explore. Seeing how maybe a job for now doesn't have to be your job for forever. I mean, you've already changed it up. You started teaching, you said. You have a background in teaching. Then you stayed home raising your children. And now you're going back to school. So I really like to think that opportunities, while yes, for a time maybe you will teach, but being able to just kind of explore and see what excites you.
Yeah. I want to do that. I don't know how to make time for that, and I don't know. I feel like I'm barely staying afloat right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, ultimately, I would like to have a chance to see what I'm into.
Tell me about your kids.
Well, I just have one.
Oh, just one.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. He's 13.
Tell me about your son.
He loves baseball, but in the last year, he stopped playing, and he's just become really withdrawn and likes his video games and really doesn't want to talk to me. And I know he's angry. I mean, he has to go spend a week with me and then a week with his dad, a week with me. And I know when he's with his dad that he badmouths me.
That his father
my ex.
badmouths you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's like how, and I don't do that about his father,
Mm-hmm.
but I end up looking like the bad person because.
Mm-hmm. Did your son? You said you saw a shift in his behavior and his interests. Did that happen all post? Excuse me. All post separation or post
Yeah.
divorce proceedings?
It was really after the separation. And then a little part of me is like, well, how much is hormones and, puberty kicking in and who likes middle school and who likes their parents?
Yeah, I bet there's a lot that
yeah.
is really normal.
Yeah.
And there may be some that, he's experiencing this family relationship changing also.
Yeah.
And it may look different for him than it does for you and your ex-husband.
Mm-hmm. What's soon to be?
Soon to be, yes.
Not soon enough.
I'm hearing you on that. Excuse me. I'd like it if you could tell me, since I'm still trying to get to know you and kind of get a full picture of who you are. You've given me a lot already, and I thank you for being so brave and courageous to share this because it sounds like it's really weighing heavy on you, especially the impending divorce. And how do you envision? How would you envision your life? Let's say the divorce is final, and let's say it's amicable. How would you see your life, and how would you see you being happy in that life? Say 5 years. Let's say 5 years.
Am I still single?
Would you like to be?
I don't know. I don't know what it's like to be single. Well, I do now, but well, I would hope that in the divorce settlement, I would end up with half of what I feel is, justifiable. Because then that would take the pressure off of me to go right back to work. Yes. So ideally, I would be okay financially, and I either would be employed doing something I find that I love, that I've had 5 years of figuring out. That would be nice.
And what would your relationship with your son look like?
Gosh, he'll be 18.
Wow.
That's weird. That's hard to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I would be happy if he just didn't hate me. I'd be happy with that.
So, what did you enjoy doing? What were some interests? I mean, you told me that while you were married, you stayed home and you tended to the house responsibilities.
Yeah, I am a neat freak. And maybe that's why you married me, because yeah, I like everything just so. But I also was able to meet girlfriends for coffee, and I could go to the gym and get my nails done, and there's this, I mean, I had a pretty good lifestyle, but I lived with an evil man, so
what were some things that you enjoyed doing? You say getting together, socializing with friends.
Yeah, girls' nights out. We had bunco once a month. I'm not even invited anymore to our bunco group, and I'm like, it's all women anyway. Why would I? I don't understand that. It's very cliquey, I guess. Somehow I got blacklisted.
Sounds really isolating.
Yeah. But, I mean, I was president of the PTA. I did so much volunteer work at school. I was a team mom almost every season.
Your son must have felt so much support from you. And granted, he is a teen, so he may not be forthcoming with his emotions or his gratitude, but you got to believe that, I believe, that when a parent is so involved and really it goes so far to show your care and concern and, wishes for his well-being and to be involved, that says so much. You should feel proud of yourself, Mom.
I do, but then there's also a part of me, like, how could I devote so much of myself and nothing to myself? I don't even know who I am anymore outside of those roles. Yeah. And I'm 40. 40 sucks. At least right now.
Yeah. I bet it can feel really scary, the unfamiliar, and redefining yourself is such a brave thing to do, and it's not always well accepted by the people around you. So,
yeah, my parents are really disappointed in me.
Are you generally pretty close with them?
Yes, but I feel like I can't even turn to them anymore because I just feel so judged. And
who can you turn to? Who's
I'm at a loss. That is why I'm here, because I know the confidentiality rules.
Yes.
I feel like I can unload with you and it won't go anywhere. Right?
Yes. I haven't gotten to that yet, but I do want to assure you that everything that is shared in this space between you and me stays here, and that the goal from my perspective of our sessions is really I'm here to support you. And so whatever, what'd you say?
I said, fuck yeah. Oh, wait.
You said
okay,
fuck?
I did. I've been saying it. I've been saying it, girl. Okay.
It should be fine. Should be fine. Right? Should be fine. Oh, come on. Hey, 20 minutes.
Sweet!
Yay! Good job.
I'm not quite done.
Oh,
Thank you for
okay.
telling me about the confidentiality.
Oh, I really didn't mean it as a guide, but I don't know, it just occurred to me to say because I have nobody else to talk to. Okay, so you want me to hit record again?
No, it's still recording. 2047. Don't knock the flowers over.
Oh, okay.